Alright, so let's get started then. So we have one last time. I'm just checking. We have Aditi, we have, okay, some kids who are missing before have joined now. So we have Aditi, Ashar, Satvik, Suhina, Sanvi, and that is Sivakeswa. And then we have Nihit, Tasvik, Yaganya, and Sane. Wonderful. So what are we going to learn today? You don't have a choice. This question is actually asked because I had sent a list of topics that we are going to learn today. Yes, Asher?
Can we learn about financial literacy about finding the profit or something?
Finding the profit and interest. Okay, we'll talk about that. Okay, so see. Hands down. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about that we will learn about algebra. So that's what I'm flying to teach you guys today. But remember one thing. Don't worry too much about things. Okay, math. We are all here for math. If you see a mosquito flying, if you see somebody walking by, that doesn't mean that you will leave math and you will start talking about it. Okay? So let's not worry about it. So we will talk about algebra first, and then to your point, Asher, yes, financial literacy we learned a little bit that what do we mean by what do we earn, what do we spend, what do we save, and when we earn less and we spend more, that is when we take loan. When we take loan from somebody, they ask for interest. They don't give it to you for free. If you borrow somebody, it's $100 from somebody, they take 120 back from you, maybe 130 back from you, depending on how long you want to keep their money with you. That is called interest. Okay? And that is their motivation for lending you money. So that is the conceptual part of it. And we will talk about interest, compound interest, simple interest, percentages, all that in coming weeks or near future. Okay, let's not get stressed out for now. Only concept that you need to understand is nobody loves us so much except our parents. Okay, it's only our parents who love us so much. Okay, and that holds true for me also. And that means when they offer any help, they don't look for any benefit. It's a very unconditional love from parents. Okay. Wherein, if you look for any help or support from anybody who is not part of your family, they have a plan to make money out of you. Okay? They don't love you so much. Be it bank, be it a credit card, be it any loan, be it anything. So if you're borrowing money from anybody, they are simply looking at you as a victim from whom they will make money. Okay? So that, I mean, see again, I'm not trying to make any any emotional statement here. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that everybody who does business, everybody who gives you money, they are giving you money because they have their own intent. They have their own plan to make more money out of you. Okay? That's what we need to understand. And that is what makes the base of the whole financial literacy. Now if you look at it, why somebody gives me salary? They give me salary because they want me to work for them. Nobody will give me money if I don't work for them. Okay? So nobody is loving me so much, nobody is caring for me, that's why they are giving me money now. They want me to work for them so that they can give me money. The day I stop working, they will not give me money. Okay? So everybody has a very clear plan for giving you money or doing any business with you, and that is in their benefit. So that is the underlying concept or the base of financial literacy. Keep that in mind. You will not be disappointed ever. If you go to bank thinking bank is very nice, this bank is giving me a lot of money. No, they are trying to make money from you. They are not giving you money. Okay? They are just trying to use your situation to make more money from you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Asher?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll keep that understanding with us for now. When we go to percentage, when we go to interest, simple interest, compound interest, all that thing when we talk about, then we will go deeper into it. Okay. Now Today we are going to talk about algebra, the basic of algebra. What is that? I am saying we'll learn algebra. Yay, algebra! Yay, algebra! What is that? Yay, algebra! This is not Mogambo. Okay, let's come back to serious thing. Now, so we'll start with first thing called factors and multiples. Can somebody tell me what do you mean by, what is your understanding of a factor? What is a factor actually? Yaditi.
In order which is composite of prime, which is can be divided evenly.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what Asa has to say.
Did you say factor or factor?
Factor.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. No, not a problem. Anybody else who wants to teach me what is a factor? Assume I am a 2-year-old toddler. And how will you teach me what is factor? Anybody?
So I would teach you like, here kid, play this, here's a toy, this is how you do the math. You play it, you understand.
Stop wasting time. Yes, Ami.
I would say factor is, so let's say you have the number 6. A factor is a number that makes up 6 when you multiply.
Alright. Okay. I heard different versions here.
2 times 3 equals 6. So that's
So let's and Jaganya, any point of view from you, beta? You have been very quiet these days.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, they understand me to like whatever number you multiply a number with, you'll get the same number.
So let's look at it. Let's look at few examples. And I would want everybody to pay attention to what I'm doing rather than talking to friends, sharing candies, showing pen, pencil, paper, or siblings photo, whatever. Come here. No only math here. Look at the board. Now let's look at 2-3 numbers. Okay. Let's say 6 is one number, which Sammy said. Let's pick another number 8. Let's pick another number 12.
Oh, that's easy.
Let's pick another number 7. Okay. Pay attention. Try understanding it. Okay. I'm not asking you guys to do a lot of assignments, but no compromise on understanding things. Okay. Nikhil, Anika, everybody here. Yeah. Joe here. Now, if I have 7, can I write 7 as 1 into 7? It's okay, right? 7 I can write as 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Is there any other way I can write it? Yeah. Only as multiplication, okay? Okay. So you did not have an answer. That's okay. So now I see Ananya and Aditya also have joined. So yeah. So guys, we are learning factors right now. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just do the division.
Don't go anywhere else. If you are learning, let's say if I am saying eat 2 apples, you will say I had grapes. We're talking about apples right now. Let's not worry about grapes. Come back here. So I had numbers 7, 6, 8 and 12. What we are trying to do is, we are trying to find out how many ways I can write these numbers. 7 I can, as multiplication, okay? So I can write 7 as 1 to 7. And there is no other way that I can think of, okay? Maybe I'm way too old, that's why I'm not going to recall, but let's see. Let's look at this one. 6. I can write 6 as 1 into 6. Is there any other way I can write
3
it?
times 2.
3 times 2 or 2 times 3? Yeah?
3 times 2.
Yeah, same thing, right? Yeah. Okay.
No problem.
Okay. No necessary discussion. Any other way we can write 6? Yes, Satwik?
Oh no, I'm just saying for the next one.
Okay, let's go to this one. So we'll go step by step, okay, so that we give enough time to ourselves to think. Hands down, I have not even asked a question you are ready to answer. Without going to the examination hall, you are trying to give
I
test.
already know all the answers.
Okay, no, so I'll tell you one thing, beta, okay? I am a teacher who is such a bad teacher who doesn't care about answers. I don't care about answers. Why? Because for me, understanding the concepts are very important. Answers you will get it. Okay, if you understand the concept, getting answers is very easy. Trust me. Okay, so don't worry about the answer part. Now I'm going slowly. Okay, I'm going to 8. Now, okay, Rudraj will tell me one example. You can write 1 into 8.
Yeah, that's one, and there's another one that is 4 into 2.
4 into 2. Okay,
2 into 4.
same thing. Tasvik. Yeah, that's better. Tasvik has learned some magic where he knows how to make his teacher go quiet. Okay, now let's go to 12. And no, I'll let the kids on the screen also answer. So 12, one easy one I will write, okay? 1 into 12. Tasvik, how will you write this one? Other way?
6 times 2.
Okay. Anybody else? Sanvi? No, don't jump. I'll come to you. Sanvi.
3 times 4.
3 times 4. Okay. Let me give you guys one more example. One last example. Tasvik, go on. One last example. Let's say if I say 24. So this is one box. Tasvik, go on mute, please. And if I say something on a lighter note, don't misuse that. Yeah, I'm talking about 24. Let's see what Aditya has to say. Come back to you. I'll come back to you guys.
12 times 2.
12 times 2. Okay. Okay. You give me one answer.
Huh?
One answer.
Times 4.
I was saying the same thing.
12 times 2. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. That means you know it. So if you're saying something that somebody has told, that means you also know it. That's good. Anybody else? 6 times 4. I got one more. Okay. Anybody else? You. Now you are getting tested.
8 times
I know.
8 times 3 is 24. Right? Somebody said that. Yeah?
24 times 1.
24 times 1. Aditya, Nanya, any other option?
48 divided by 2.
No, I'm just talking about multiplication right now. So, yeah, Satvik,
24 times 1.
24 times 1. Okay, now we'll probably stop here. Okay, this game can stop here. We're not learning, right? We're just playing games. Now, if you look at 7. In case of 7, what are the things that you found? 1 and 7. Hey, who is making me speak twice? Everybody stay on mute, okay? Unless I ask you guys to unmute yourself. Aditya, Ananya, don't do that. Okay. Now this is time to observe, not to talk. You should look at it. When you look at 7, you got 2 numbers, 1 and 7. When you look at 6, you got 1, 6, 2, 3, 4 numbers. When you look at 8, you got 1, 8, 4, 2, 4 numbers. When you look at 12, you got 1, 12, 6, 2, 3, 4, 6 numbers. Look at this one, 24. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 numbers. These numbers are called factors. Meaning 1 and 7 are factors of, guys. Yep. Yeah, Aditya, saying something?
There is another multiplication for 7.
If you will say 3.5 into 2, I'll not buy in that. I'm only talking about whole numbers. What is the other one?
Huh?
What is the other one?
7 times 1.
That's what I said. 7 times 1. 1 times 7, 7 times 1 is the same thing because you're not finding any unique number, right? So that's why we are 2 times 3 and 3 times 2. We are not treating different. Okay. All right. So here, now pay attention here. When you look at 7, you found 1 and 7 as 2 numbers. 6, you found 4 numbers. 8, you found these 4 numbers. 12, you found these 4 numbers. 24, you found these 8 numbers. These are essentially called the factors of that number. So if you're talking about 8, you're saying 1, 4, 2 and 8 are the factors of 8. What does it mean? That you pick up any of the number, you multiply it by something, you'll get 8. Let's say you should pick 2. 2 is a factor of 8, meaning if you multiply 2 by 4, you get 8. 4 is also a factor of 8, meaning you pick 4, multiply that by 2, you get 8. 1 is a factor of 8, that means you pick 1 and multiply that by 8, you get 8. Okay? So factor of any number means that these are the numbers that you can multiply with something to get that number. Okay? I am not there to say 3 is a factor of 8, because if I multiply 3 with any number, any whole number or any natural number, I will not get an 8. So that is what is called factor. Yes, Sanvi, you are saying something.
I just put my hand up. I didn't realize that.
No worries. Okay. So factor of any number or factors of any number means those are the numbers that you can multiply with something to get that number.
Oh, that's what my dad was saying. What of factors? I didn't get factors when my dad was saying.
So now you get it?
Yeah.
If I am saying 24, who is, there's one guy making mistake on the screen and there are 4 people laughing here in the classroom. Okay, no time wasting technique. So summary of that is, if you talk about a factor, you are saying these numbers are the factors of 24, meaning you pick up any number and when you multiply that with some number, you will get a 24.
So that's if you divide it, that's the only numbers that only equals 24.
Don't go that far.
Those are the only.
It is not that deep.
No, that's the only multiplication.
Right. So yeah, it's only with multiplication. Meaning, how did you find the factors? You said, okay, that number equal to something into something. That number equal to something into something. And those something into something became your factors. So these are your factors. If you look at 6, these are your 4 factors. Meaning, you pick up any number, you multiply with something, you will get 6. You pick up this number, you multiply that with something, you will get 6. 3, you multiply with something, you will get 6. 2, you multiply with something, that you will get 6. Okay?
Yeah.
These are the factors. 8, these are the factors. Meaning, if I ever say that 14 is a factor of 9, you will say, I will not come to your class from tomorrow. Because if 14 is a factor of 9, that means if I multiply 14 with a whole number, I should get a 9. But that is technically not possible. So then you are learning from a teacher who doesn't know himself. Stop coming to the teacher's class. Okay? If I ever say that, since I have not said that, you are okay so far. Okay? Yeah? Satvik, okay, beta? Yeah? Satvik, struggling, thinking, worrying, am I with the right teacher or not? Okay. Alright. Let's go back. So factor we understood. So Suhina, Sami, Yaganya, Tasvik, everybody okay? Nihit okay?
Yes, sir.
Ananya okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Am I a factor of Tasvik? What is the answer?
No.
No. Why? Why?
Because you can't multiply Tasvik with you.
No, not that way. Hear my question one more time. I'm saying, am I a factor of Tasvik?
No, because you're not the age of him.
I'm teaching math. You are playing football.
I'm confused.
So, see, no, there's nothing to be confused. Don't force yourself to get confused, okay? Don't put extra effort to get confused. Here you are putting extra effort. What did we discuss just now? We said, if I say something is a factor of a number, that means you multiply that thing with something, you'll get this number. I said, am I factor of Tasvik? What it means, if you multiply me with something, will you ever get Tasvik? Now look at this situation. Tasvik is a small cute boy. I'm a grown up old man. If you multiply me, you will get something more fat, more bigger than me. You will not get somebody smaller like Tasvik. So I'm not a factor of Tasvik by any means. I'm sorry? So again, these are the lighter side of it, but if you understand this conceptually, a factor means a baby. You multiply that baby with something, you get a bigger number. Okay? This is a baby. You multiply this with something, you'll get a bigger number. Okay? It cannot be other way around. And if I'm cracking some bad jokes, the goal is to make sure that you understand that in a lighter way. Tomorrow, when you think about factor, oh, factor has to be a baby, a smaller number. That is how you will have to remember it, okay?
I'll come tomorrow on Monday.
This is the problem. Tomorrow, as in, that was an example. Okay? Now, if I say 7 is a factor of 5, you will say no. First of all, 7 is a factor of 5, meaning this has to be a smaller number than this, which is not the case. It cannot be. If you look at any of the factors here now, look at it carefully. 12 has factors 1, 12, 6, 2, 3, 4. So the biggest number, which is a factor of 12, is 12 itself. Your factors cannot go bigger than you. Make sense? Any factor. Look at factors of 6. Your biggest factor is 6 itself. Your factor cannot be bigger than the number that you're talking about. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? Everybody? Sivakeshwa, are you with me? Nanya, me? Anika with me? You?
Yes.
You with football coach? Okay. Alright. So we looked at factors. Now nobody will be confused about factors part, right, Aditi?
I don't know.
No, I mean, when I ask your name, that means at least you can confirm for yourself that, okay, I will not be confused about factors for sure. Yeah? Okay. Now let's move on.
It's because when my dad was telling me while I was driving the car, I didn't know because he was just saying it. So I could find
Right. So see, math is about doing it. Math is about getting your hands dirty. Math is about doing practice. See my hands. It gets real dirty by the time I finish all my classes. So for you guys also to learn math, you have to practice. Whenever you get a chance. Yeah. Not by rubbing it on the floor, by doing math is what I'm talking about. Okay, come back. Don't get distracted way too much. Now, so we learned factors. Reverse of factor is called multiple. Let's see what Tasvik has to say.
Can I go to the restroom?
2 times. Okay. So come back to this one. Now we learned about factors. I'm saying reverse of factor is multiple. Yes, Sami.
Oh, I just wanted to say what the multiple means.
Yep. You can go ahead. I just gave one clue. I want to hear your version as well.
Okay, so a multiple, like you said, is the opposite of a factor. But by the opposite of a factor, I mean like you so let's say you multiply 6 by 2. That's 12 is a multiple of 6 because you multiply 6 by 2 to get 12.
Mm-hmm. Right. Excuse me. So when I said multiple is a reverse of factor. Now let me say that in English. Now let's look at it. Let's pick up the same example 6. 6 became my favorite after Sammy said so. Okay, now let's look at it. 6 is a number. We found that we can write this as 1 into 6 or we can write this as 2 into 3. So this became 1, 2, excuse me. 1, 2, 3 and 6 are the factors of 6.
They're only the factors.
These are the only factors of 6. Now, I am changing the story upside down. I am saying 6 is a multiple of 6, 3, 2 and 1. Meaning if I multiply these numbers by something, I'll get a 6. So like, this is the father, these are the babies. Or this is the mommy, these are the babies. Okay? This number has these factors. Now, so like you say, this number has these factors. Or these numbers have this as a multiple. Like you say, this is the mommy, these are the babies. Then you are saying these are the babies, this is the mommy. The reverse of it. Meaning, this number has these 4 factors. Or in the contrary, you can say 6 is the multiple of 2. 6 is the multiple of 3. 6 is the multiple of 6. 6 is the multiple of 1 also. It's the same thing, put in a different way. Right? If I say, I am the teacher, you guys are my student. You guys will say, I am the student, you are my teacher. That's the difference here. So 2 says that okay, I am factor of 6 or 6 is my multiple. It's the same thing. It's just put differently. Now look at it. What does it actually mean? Hello Radhya. They are a little late, but let's see what all she knows and what we have learned so far. So we have learned what is factor and what is multiple. I will repeat it one more time for Radhya, and that becomes an opportunity for you guys to make sure that you understood it right. Radhya, let's see, whatever I will share, you will let me know if you understood that, okay? Yeah, Ashok.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So, the factors is basically like multiples, right?
No. See, if I'm saying I have 2 kids, right? So my kids will say, both my kids will say, my father's name is Biren. It's the same thing, right? I mean, when I'm saying as a father, I have these kids. Okay? The kids are saying, this is my father. This kid says, this is my father. This kid says, this is my father. This kid says, this is my father. This kid also says, this is my father. I mean, I don't have 4 kids, I have 2 kids, but yeah, I'm just giving an example. Okay?
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
So now, let's go back to Aradhya, real quick. And for everybody else who were not able to follow me with respect to understanding this. So Aradhya, what I was saying was, let's pick up number 5 and let's pick up number 9. Okay? 5 I can write as 1 into 5. Is there any other way I can write it? Probably not. Probably not. No. You cannot write it. If you have an answer, you will tell that. If you don't have an answer, you will stay quiet. Now 9. How many ways I can write 9 as multiplication? 1 into 9, 3 into 3. Yeah?
I was going to say that.
Yeah. No, so I'm just teaching Aradhya because she joined just now. I'm just explaining to her.
Oh.
So, when it comes to breaking 5, I can write it like 1 into 5 and that's the only way I have. When I have 9, I can write it as 1 into 9 or 3 into 3. If I had 12, I could have written it as 1 into 12 or 6 into 2 or 3 into 4. Yeah? So if you look at number 5, 5 has 2 factors, 1 and 5. 9 has 3 factors, 1, 3 and 9. 1, 3 and 9. 12 has how many factors? 1, 12, 6, 2, 3 and 4. So these are called factors, meaning these are the numbers that you can multiply by something to get 12. These are the numbers that you can multiply with something to get 9. These are the numbers that you can multiply with something to get 5. Okay? So that is called factors. Is that okay? Is that clear, Adhya?
Yeah.
So, by factor we mean when you break a number into something, those are called factors. Or you can think reverse also, that these are the numbers that you can multiply by something to get this number. So these are the factors of 9. These are the factors of 12. These are factors of 5. And likewise, you can pick up any number and you can talk about the factors of that. Here, so we learned what is a factor. So factor is like, this is the parent and these are the kids. This is the parent, these are the kids. This is the parent, these are the kids. Now you can think of it other way also. Like, these are the kids, this is the parent. These are the kids, this is the parent. These are the kids, this is the parent. Or I can say differently, say, okay, 5 is a multiple of 5. 5 is a multiple of 1. 9 is a multiple of 9. 9 is a multiple of 3. 9 is a multiple of 1. 12 is a multiple of 4. 12 is a multiple of 3. 12 is a multiple of 2. 12 is a multiple of 6. 12 is a multiple of 12. 12 is a multiple of 1. What it means is, when I say something is a multiple of something, meaning whatever I have, I multiply that with something and I get that number. So factors and multiples are related thing, okay? When you are saying these are the factors of this number, meaning you're talking about the babies of that number. That makes up that number.
The kids.
The kids. When you say something is a multiple of something, meaning you're talking about the parent of the baby. Okay? You say 15 is a multiple of 3. What it means? Multiple of 3, meaning 3 you multiply by 5 and you get 50.
You can also think it like on 12, the sun and like
Kids.
the
Yeah.
sun and the planets.
Yeah, correct. So these are factors and multiples. Are you guys clear so far, or I'm getting you guys more confused?
Clear.
Clear? Clear? Everybody clear?
Yes.
Clear.
Clear. All clear.
Yeah. Clear.
All clear was the name of a shampoo when I was child.
Huh? Huh?
There was shampoo called All Clear. That is for clearing all your dandruff. If you apply that All Clear shampoo, you can get rid of all your dandruff.
Can I
Our
do
hair?
Shampoo. Where do you apply shampoo then? Okay. Let's not worry about. Okay.
Can I go to your restroom?
Yeah, sure.
Can we go to our son?
Together.
No, I said after him.
Why does he always have to go when I go?
Okay. Careful. Make sure that you are flipping on the wire. Okay. So we learned about factors and multiples. Let's see what is that is important for us.
The door is locked.
Door is locked. Wonderful. And I'm locked too now. Because I don't know how to enter the house. Because I have a way to enter the house. Just 1 second. Kids, give me 1 second. I have a way to enter the house.
Where's the cow?
Come.
Can I have a spring? From one of your pens?
No,
Why?
because these are my springs.
No, can it be one from home? The one that you have
No.
in your box? Because I need one. There's no string. I lost it.
Just go. No, bro. I'm not giving you some. Oh,
I
no.
only need one.
Yeah, now you can go here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we learned factors and multiples. Now what next? Next thing is, now what is the use of factors? Now let's come back to it. There's something called prime number and there's something called composite number. Who can tell me what is a composite number, what is a prime number, and how do you relate with what we have learned just now? Yes, Anvi.
So a prime number is like where a number it can only like divide or multiply with two numbers, like 7. Like 1 and 7 can only make 7. And then a composite number is like when multiple numbers can make like when a whole number is like divided by like so many little numbers, like
Okay.
6, 2, 3.
Okay. Any other definition? So yeah, sorry, go ahead, T.
A composite number is like an even number that has many factors than 1 times 1. And a prime number is just like, for example, 1 times 5 is 5.
Okay. Now let's relate that with what we have learned just now. If I have 5, if I have 3, if I have 15, and if I have 12. I'll quickly find out the factors. I can write this as 1 into 5. I can write this as 1 into 3. I can write this as 1 into 15, 5 into 3. I can write this as 1 into 12, 2 into 6, 3 into 4. What I'm saying is, this one and this one are prime numbers. Because the only factors of that number is itself and 1. Only factors of a prime number is itself and 1.
I don't get it.
I'm sorry?
I don't still get it.
You know what is a factor, right?
Yeah.
So 5 and 3. What are the factors here? In case of 5, what are the factors? 1 and 5. This is a prime number. Because it has only 2 factors.
Oh,
1
so
and the number itself.
Oh, so because
So I have only covered half the path. Let me complete the full path. So now, look at 15. What are the factors here? 1, 15, 5 and 3. It has more than 2 factors. And those factors are different from the number itself and 1. So the numbers which have more than 2 factors, meaning the numbers which have factors which are other than the number itself and 1, those are composite numbers. The numbers which have factors only the number itself and 1, those are prime numbers. Now let's see who has question.
I get it now.
Get it now? Okay. So let's see who is still confused. Siva Kesava, are you clear?
Yeah.
Nate, are you clear? Nate, are you clear? Jaganya, Sohina, Ashar, everybody clear?
Yes.
Sanvi, is my definition okay? Aditya, Ananya, clear? Okay. So quickly check with Sanvi now. So Sanvi, you explain me what is a composite number and a prime number. But I just give a little different definition of that. Do you think this will help you add it together and make it a very clear view of what is composite and prime numbers?
Yes.
Okay. So in one line, since we learned what is factors and multiples, now we can relate that concept to give a definition of a composite or a prime number also. What we can say, prime number is a number, it's a number which cannot be divided. Okay? It cannot be divided, meaning it can be divided only by itself or by 1. Those are called prime numbers. So Aditi, you had mentioned that composite numbers are even numbers. I will probably not agree to that as is, because some of the composite numbers are not even number actually. If you look at 15, not an even number, but still a composite number. Look at 21, not an even number, but still a composite number. Yeah?
How is a composite number even though it's not even?
It's possible.
Huh?
7 3 is 21, 5 3 is 15, 2 9 is 3 3 is 9. Yeah? So it doesn't have to be necessarily an even number or an odd number to be a prime number. Okay? Simple definition, simple rule of thumb is, if a number has factors other than itself and 1, those are composite numbers. If it is not, then it's a prime number. Everybody okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No doubts, right?
Yes.
No doubts. Wonderful. I love no doubts. Let's see what is the next thing we have.
But that was the only lesson we had?
No.
What time is it?
Shh, Doesn't matter. I don't never tell time. That is out of syllabus.
So if you tell the
Okay,
they will
okay.
know how much time is left. So they'll
No. That you have to stop. You have to literally stop. Now let's look at some cool tricks to find out the multiples of 2, 3, 5, 9, 10. If I say find out a multiple of 2, you will say okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are multiples of 2, right? You can multiply 2 by something and you can get these numbers, correct? If I say find out multiples of 3, you will say 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. These are multiples of 3.
So that's the numbers that you can multiply.
No, I mean this is just a starting point. I just drank one sip of water. I still have a glass to finish. So these are multiples of 3. These are multiples of 2. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Now, so if I say 15, you will say yeah, it is multiple of 3. Understood? If I say this number 4, 3, 9, 2, 6, 7, 4, 5, 8, is it multiple of 3? Who will tell me?
That looks like a number it's together.
This is one number.
Yeah. Because
This is one number. This is one number. I am talking about 439,267,458. I am saying, is it a multiple of 3? Who can tell me in less than a minute? Suhina, question for you, beta. Sami, Yaganya. What is there to laugh? You are here. I saw your expression already. I know you are trying to figure out.
no, I already know.
Is it a multiple of 3?
No, it's too big. Like it has too many. So if you divide it by that, there's nothing that equals that to 3 because
No, so you are going the wrong direction. That's why I'm stopping you. Let's see if Sanvi, Yaganyas, Aditi, Tasvik, and then Ananya, Anika, Yaganya. Anybody can tell me. Satvik, do you think this is a multiple of 3?
I think my dad, he told me a strategy, but I forgot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, can I assume that you guys would want me to tell you that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if I have to tell that to you, can you stop doing that circus in the first place?
Sir,
Yeah.
I think it's not a multiple of 3 because 8, can't be multiplied by 3. Like if you multiply 3 by anything, you can't get 8.
No, but we are only looking at one digit. I am talking about a 9-digit number. See, if you look at 18, is it multiple of 3?
Yeah.
But that strategy will not work here, right? Here, even if you have 8 in the first digit, it is still a multiple of 3. But here you are saying that this is not a multiple of 3 because you are seeing 8 is the first digit, right? So that doesn't seem to be the right strategy. Yes, you guys, what? Tell me.
I think it is a multiple of 3 because it does not also number in the number, the total number, and you multiply by 3, you can still get, at least you'll get a 4.
So you stop playing with that one, Rudraksh. You have to stay away from that thing, okay? That is not safe. Stay away from it. Don't get very close to it. Okay. So let me tell you guys the strategy. And this is a common strategy that works for 3 and 9 both. Okay? You can always divide this number by 3 and figure out whether you get a perfect answer or not. But you don't have to do that big a division, okay? I don't know how many of you would be comfortable doing it. So what you have to do is add all the numbers. 4 plus 3, 7. plus 9 16, plus 2 18, plus 6 24, plus 7 31, plus 5 36.
Plus 4.
Can you don't have to speak when I'm doing counting, okay? I'm counting right now. You don't have to distract me. I have to start from beginning. 4 plus 3 7, plus 9 16, plus 2 18, plus 6 24, plus 7 31, plus 5 35, plus 5 40, plus 8 48. 48. Now does anybody know whether 48 can be divided by 3? 16 3s are 48, right?
Yeah.
If the
So,
sum, yeah.
We got the answer 48, and now the time is up. 5:48.
Yeah,
Sorry, 4:48.
448. Yeah, so yeah.
4:49.
Yeah. Okay, let's come back to the topic. So what I'm saying is, when you have any number, okay, add all the digits, meaning all the numbers that you see here, and the sum of that, if that can be divided by 3, then this whole number can be divided by 3. So again, add it one more time. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 9, 16 plus 2, 18 plus 6, 24, 31, 35, 40, 48. 48 is 16 times 3 is 48. So if the sum of all the numbers can be divided by 3, then this number will be divided by 3. If you still want to check it, check it. Check it. 3 1 ja 3, 1 3, 3 4 ja 12.
So
9.
the answer
What is that?
by 16. 16 times 3 is 48.
Yeah. So if the sum of all these numbers can be divided by 3, then this whole number can be divided by 3. And I said that, so I'm just checking it for you guys, okay? So I'm just dividing this big number by 3 and see what happens. 1 4 3 4 12, 1 remainder, 9 comes down, 3 6 are 18, 1 comes down, 2 comes down, 3 4 are 12, all gone. Then 6 comes down, 3 2 are 6, this is gone. 7 comes down, 3 2 are 6, 1 comes down, then 1 remaining, 4 comes down, 3 4 are 12, 2 remaining, then 5 comes down, 3 8 are 24, 1 remaining, 8 comes down, 3 6 are 18. See, we could divide perfectly. We got 0 remainder. Okay?
What? Wait, we can do exact calculation?
What is that?
We can do that?
Yeah, why not?
Wait, why is the multiplication sign?
What is that?
It's a multiplication sign.
It's a division. We were doing division, okay? We were doing a division of a 9-digit number by 3, and just because I told that number can be divided by 3, again, I got you guys a little stressed out. I'm sorry about that. Let's pick up a smaller number, okay? Let's pick up a small number. Let's say, if I say, is 18 divided by 3? Can 18 be divided by 3, or is 18 a multiple of 3?
Multiple of
Yes.
You know 3 6 are 18. This is fine. This works okay. If I say, who is talking in parallel without a reason? Ziva Keswa, you saying something? No, so sit down. No need to dance and jump. Class is still on. If I say 1, 2, 3, can it be divided by 3? What you will do? Add the numbers. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6. 6. Can it be divided by 3? Yes. That means this number can be divided by 3. If you still don't trust me, check it yourself. 3 4 are 12. What is coming down? 3. 3 1 are 3. Everything solved. Yep. No remainder.
Yeah.
So if I go a little bigger than this and say is 1 3 4 1 divisible by 3. Same thing you'll do. 1 plus 3 4, plus 4 8, plus 1 9. 9 can be divided by 3. You're good. Okay. We have seen enough examples, so we can say that this formula works. If you have to find out if any number is divisible by 3 or not, you just have to add them and see the sum is divisible by 3 or not. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What did you come here for?
Math?
What are you doing right now?
Nothing.
That is called?
Not paying attention?
Don't give me all the unnecessary reasons to get mad, okay? If I'm, you guys see me, right? When I'm teaching you guys, I'm not even bothering to sit down. I'm standing all through. And that is because I want to make sure that I am giving my 100% when I'm teaching you guys. I'll not agree for anything less than 100% from you guys either. Yeah? I will crack jokes, I will say something in between just to make the situation look lighter. That doesn't mean that we are going to start. Who is doing that? Everybody will keep their audio muted unless I ask you guys to unmute. Okay? Yeah? Alright. See, if I don't stop you guys, I can guarantee that nobody will learn anything in the whole 1 hour. I can give you in writing.
It's 1 hour.
Okay, so we talked about what is factors, what is multiples. Then we talked about what is prime number and composite number, and how do we relate the factor and multiple concept for finding out composite and prime numbers. Now we are talking about how do you use some cool tricks to find out if any number is a multiple of 3 or not. Now, whatever I told you guys for 3, same thing applies for 9 also. Ananya, Aditya, don't go anywhere, don't get distracted.
Any number?
No, not for any number, only for 3 and 9.
Why?
No, why? And now if you start questioning me, why is your name Miren, and then you start debating it for next 1 hour, who is wasting time?
No. Him.
You. Because you did not have to poke your nose for things which are not needed, which doesn't need you to poke. Okay? Don't do that. Okay, so coming back to the point that the same trick that we applied for 3 is valid for 9 also. Okay? So if I tell you guys that is 18 divisible by 9, is 18 a multiple of 9?
Yes.
Yes, right? 9 to the 18. And what do you notice here? 1 plus 8 is also 9. This can be divided by 9. So if I extend this and say, is 1008 a multiple of 9?
Yes.
Yes, because 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 can be divided by 9, right, Aditi? Yeah?
Yeah.
If I say 1 plus 6 plus 2, can it be divided? Is it a multiple of 9? Yes? Sani is saying yes. Aditi? Yes? Because if you sum it up, it gives you 9. 9 can be divided by 9. Okay? So if the sum of all the numbers can be divided by 9, that means that number is a multiple of 9. Yeah?
Yeah,
So if I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 6, 1 and 6, can it be divided by 9? You don't have to do that big a division. You can just add the numbers. 5 plus 4, 9, plus 3, 12, plus 2, 14, plus 6, 20, plus 1, 21, plus 6, 27. 27 can be divided by 9. That means this whole number can be divided by 9. This is a multiple of 9. Yep?
Yes, sir.
Is everybody clear? So, just doing a recap before I let you guys go. Did you promise yourself that whomever I talk to, I'll make sure that that person gets annoyed and pissed off with me big time always?
No.
Then you're doing it, but get into the habit of listening to people and following instructions. If you don't want to become a very bad student. Okay? What I said let's do a recap of what all we have learned today. We learned what is factors, we learned what is multiples, we learned what is a prime number, we learned what is a composite number, what is the relationship between factors and multiples and prime number, meaning how do we define a prime number in terms of factors. Then we talked about what are some of the cool tricks to find out any number is a multiple of 3 or 9. Okay, and with that being said, I will probably let you guys go. We'll end our class here, and then there are more to learn from algebra point of view. Yes, Aditi.